Welcome my dear student to this new topic. In the unit number 2, we will discuss some basic parts or the basic terms which are used in a VHDL. And while studying this VHDL terms, we are getting some basic concept. Now, here we have to study the important parts or important terms which is related with the programming. Because in unit number 1 and half portion of unit number 2, we will discuss the part related to the VHDL language. But now here we have to study exactly how to write a VHDL program. What are the basic parts or what are the different parts available while writing the VHDL programs. Now for that purpose we have to again study some basic parts of VHDL. So for that purpose I repeat that term once again. So here we are discussing some basic of VHDL so that it may helpful for us to study the next important parts. Okay, so as we know that the first there is a no VHDL, there is a HDL. So what is HDL? That HDL means the hardware description language. It means that there are some hardware is to be given somewhere, and if you describe that hardware by using a certain language, then that language is called as a hardware description language. As we know that C, CPP, computer language, processing data software, there are some different languages, and that language has required a certain types of syntax. If you code some sentence, that sentence should be in particular syntax. That syntax means what? It should be in particular pattern, or it should be in particular way to write up that particular program. Okay, in front of you there are some structures to be given. In that structure you observe that there is the first AND gate is to be given, having the two input AND gate. First input A is given and another input is a feedback of something. Then the output of the first AND gate is given to the second AND gate, where the second input of this second AND gate is B. Now the output of that second AND gate is given to the XOR gate, and another input of this XOR gate is from again some feedback of second D flip flop. So this types of the certain hardware structure is to be given. Now here only you if you observe that there are the two AND gate, one XOR gate, and two D flip flop is to be used. Now here only the two input is to be applied, A and B, and one output is to be taken, that is O. Now if we have to describe that particular term, if we have to describe that particular design or that particular hardware, for that purpose I want to write a program. It means that particular program is called as a hardware description language, because here I describe this particular hardware. Here I describe these particular terms, two AND gates, one XOR gate, two TP flip flop, like that way. So I want to derive, or I want to give the details of each and every component, each and every input and each and every output details. So the program which contains all the details of the hardware, the language which is used for writing that program, that particular language is called as the hardware description language. Now that is important of the HDL. Now in your mind, what is VHDL? So hardware description language, that you very well know. So that this V is formed by using VHSIC. The single letter VHIC is to be formed by V. So that VHIC means what? So VHIC means very high speed integrated circuit hardware description language. Very high speed integrated circuit hardware description language. Maximum time, which is say that Verilog hardware description language, that is a different term, that we maximum time describe that. VHDL means Verilog hardware description language. No. So VHDL means VHIC, that is very high speed integrated circuit hardware description language. It means that the whatever your circuit we will discuss in VHDL, that should be an integrated circuit. Integrated means that is a collections of the number of different components in a single term or in a single platform, that is called as a VHIC. And the learn of all the syntax to be, you have to upload it. Okay, so that is about VHDL. Again, in terms of VHDL, if we want to discuss some VHDL terms, that VHDL terms will be that it is a hardware language. and full form that we already know, that VHIC, hardware description language. Sometimes it is called as a very high speed integrated circuit hardware description language. And this VHDL is only for the digital IC. It is not for the analog IC. It means if by using this VHDL language we can design a only digital circuit. That is a very very important term. Sometimes the student may get confused that by using this one we can also design analog. No, we can't design. It means that by using this particular term we can only design, and we can only design the analog circuit. Only analog circuit we can design. We can't design a digital, we can't design analog circuit. We can only design a digital IC. Again, the important term is this VHDL uses gate level design implementation. Gate level design implementation abstraction means what? So if we have designed certain terms by using, for example, full adder or the half adder. So for that, for to design that full adder and half adder directly in plus of describing that particular structure, we will first draw the schematic block diagram or the schematic gate structure of that particular full adder. And by using particular syntax, we are trying to design, or we are trying to write that particular description in terms of HDL. Okay, so that is called as a gate level design abstraction. As you are in right now in third year, you already studied the C, CPP. Then what is the exactly difference between this VHDL and C language? Now, if you think that sir, this term will be already discussed in the previous one, yeah, but still now we are revise it once again. The important term is that here we are focusing on the programming terms. Now this, from this one, the videos are related with the programming terms. This video or this term will be very important. If you get, and if you clear your concept here, you can write each and every program very easily. VHDL program. So what is the basic difference of VHDL and C language? VHDL is a concurrent language, while C is a sequential language. VHDL is a synthesizable, while C is not synthesizable. That is the basic difference. And when you go in a detail of this VHDL cap, you get a clear idea. Again, VHDL capabilities. That is very very important. VHDL capability. It is a case insensitive language. Also, it is a vendor independent. There is no any vendor like a Xilinx, Altera, ModelSim, etc. It also supports the synthesize. It is the process of converting the VHDL to the netlist. It supports the simulation. In absence of the real system, we simulate the function by taking the model of that particular function. That is all the capabilities that we discuss in the VHDL. Again, that it supports some 9 various logic systems, and that 9 various logic systems are the 0 indicate that strong 0, 1 indicate that it is a strong 1, L indicate it is a weak, L means low, so it is indicated as weak 0, H indicate as a weak 1, Z indicates the high impedance or the strong translate, W indicate the low impedance or the weak translate, U is uni initialize, X is foreign unknown, and dash means don't care. These are the certain capabilities which are to be used in a VHDL terms, or which are to be used in a VHDL concept. Okay. Thank you very much.